For those of you wondering what is going on with SunnySide, today's video is for you. Before we get into that though, I want to apologize for not uploading much recently. Between a promotion at work and a recent development of me playing Genshin Impact and New World, both of which are huge time sucks, I've sort of dropped the ball on making videos and I apologize for that. But SunnySide just released an update and I'm about to head to California for a week for my sister's wedding, so I wanted to get something out to you guys before I left. Last we spoke, SunnySide was about to release what they're now calling an Influencer Alpha, basically an early build of the game that I, among other content creators, would get to play and share with you all. It was first slated to come out on September 1st, then the first 2 weeks of September, then by the end of September, and now hopefully in either October or November. This is game development. This should not come as a surprise to anyone. In short, they've had some setbacks, but rest assured that I'll let you know as soon as I get my hands on it, and that they're still working very hard behind the scenes on developing SunnySide. Don't believe me? Let's take a look at some of the progress they've been making, starting with the new map, which is looking pretty dang nice. As a quick reminder, they completely scrapped the old map and started fresh somewhat recently, hoping to make some major improvements. They're putting in a real effort to make the world of SunnySide look as if it actually exists in Japan, going so far as to fly around Japan in Google Maps Street View just to get inspiration for the game, and then turning around and adding some of those elements of inspiration to the game. As someone who's never personally even traveled outside the US as much as I want to, much less to Japan, this is going to make exploring the world of SunnySide that much more interesting. For you SunnySide weather junkies, not much has changed about the weather system itself, but I just wanted an excuse to throw some sexy weather and lighting images into this video. So yeah, sorry not sorry. I mean, just look at the splash of water being left by the player when running through a puddle. I can't wait to waste so much time in this game just running around on rainy days and taking entirely too many screenshots. All of these screenshots were taken in-game, by the way, meaning if you have a nice enough potato of a device, you too can experience this beauty for yourself. But if not, and you actually have a potato, you can live vicariously through others. You're welcome. To help navigate the world of SunnySide, they originally added a 2D top-down mini-map, which we've seen before. Apparently, it was super resource intensive, so they decided to redo it, and just like literally everything else in SunnySide, they went super extra with it. Not only is it now a low-poly 3D version of the actual world, but you can pull up the map app on your phone to view that same low-poly map in full screen. And if you've ever used Google Maps in real life, this feels all too real. By selecting a shop, you can see the name of the shop along with a description of it, their store hours for the entire week, a shop rating, and even comments left by SunnySide's residents, as if this was a Yelp review, complete with typos, trolls, and everything else. Feel free to pause for a laugh. The map isn't the only bit of UI that's gotten some love either. A new pause menu has been added, and just like the rest of the UI in the game, it's incredibly clean. We also get a preview at some of the game's settings here as well for anyone that's interested. Some cooking UI has been overhauled as well, now letting you use your phone as a crucial part in cooking. It even comes with push notifications for when you cook new recipes for the first time. You'll also be able to pin recipes to your HUD, allowing you to see what items are needed for a particular recipe at all times, making shopping and gathering way easier. We also got a first look at the cutting board, another cooking station that will be available in your kitchen. Place items down on the cutting board, process them, and you'll end up with your final product. Just don't ask me how water, some sort of flavoring packet, and a lemon can be cut up on a cutting board, resulting in lemonade. Where'd the glass come from? I don't know. There's another minor detail here that's potentially really cool as well, though. If you look at the items on the phone, every item has a white outline except for the milk and the carrot. They clearly have a different style than the rest. On Discord, they posted a little sneak peek of this video right here, again with the milk and carrot on the hotbar, and again with that different style. It was pointed out that there was an extra sneaky peek in this video as well, and my guess is just that. New item icons, which I personally think look way better than the white outlines. Again, that is just speculation, but feel free to comb through this entire footage frame by frame. I didn't see anything else that looks extra sneaky peeky to me. Now, in my previous SunnySide videos, I showed off some of the shops in SunnySide, and despite adding a disclaimer that the interiors hadn't been created yet, I got entirely too many comments about how empty the interiors were and how bad they looked because of it. Well, we finally have a glimpse into what some of the shop interiors will look like, and based on the comments I received on those videos, I feel like I have to say this, and I'll say it slowly. These are not the finished versions of the shop interiors, okay? First up is Tech Hero, Hero's technology store. I just went to a T-Mobile store the other day in real life, and this looks scarily accurate, with all the phones and accessories on the walls, the display case in the center of the room, even down to the convex mirror in the corner, allowing Hero to see from the counter what's going on around the corner in his shop. Gabe's shop, the Riverside Ranch, also looks really, really nice. Large open bins as soon as you walk in to store who knows what, long shelves to store bags of animal feed, hay bales, saddles, brushes, you name it. This is going to look really freaking neat once they finish blocking it out and adding textures to everything. Another thing Gabe is going to be selling is animals, including a merino sheep, as well as a pink pig, which we've finally gotten some concept art for. We've also seen the petting animations implemented for cows, not just with the default Unreal Engine character, both when approaching them head-on, as well as from the side. We also have petting animations for chickens, as buggy as it currently is, and even baby chicks. They're adorable. Still nothing on cow cuddling yet, but at least this is a step in the right direction. Lastly, we've been introduced to not one, not two, but 7 new NPCs since my last video, and let me just say, the cast of characters in SunnySide is turning out to be quite the attractive bunch. I'm going to do my best to pronounce their names correctly, so please go easy on me, but first up is the last of the fan-designed characters, Alan Ritz, an avid runner from the East Coast of the United States. Outside of that, though, people know very little about him. He's incredibly mysterious and is romanceable. Next, we have brothers and sisters Parsa and Anahita Watanabe. The older of the two by 1 year, Anahita graduated from college early and now works as a research assistant at her university's Botany Research Center. Their mother is incredibly traditional, however, and no matter what Anahita does, her mother won't be pleased until Anahita finds herself a husband. Gentlemen, that is your cue. Parsa, on the other hand, is the polar opposite of his older sister, leaving home at a young age to spend time discovering himself, traveling the world, learning different martial arts techniques. Realizing his true calling lies in SunnySide, he has now returned home and works alongside his mother and father. He, too, is romanceable, as is yet another new sibling NPC, Stephanie Obeng, Fuyukaze's younger sister. She loves to play soccer and is currently pursuing a degree in business. However, as of late, she's been feeling a bit lost in life. Perhaps you can help her find her way? If you like strong-willed, powerful women, look no further than Mayumi Okada, the town's lead physician. She's 38 years old, enjoys yoga, cats, and, you guessed it, is romanceable. She's also one of the few characters who we've seen their work attire for, and while simple, I dig it. Next up, meet Hanako Ishikawa, the granddaughter of Kazuki, the blacksmith in SunnySide. She's currently a med school student working at Mayumi's clinic. She's easily bored and because of that isn't exactly content with living in the small town of SunnySide. She also fully takes advantage of all of SunnySide's technology by spending a ton of time on her phone. I'm sure plenty of you can relate. Her online name being Hanakowala, giving a bit more context to some of the posts on the Yelp-like review pages on the map. I'm loving the design of Hanako though, especially with the side of her head being shaved. Thankfully, she is romanceable as well. And last but not least is Blake Ortiz. She's the same age as Hanako, and the two have been friends ever since they studied abroad together back in high school. A California native, Blake moved to Japan, similarly to Hanako, chasing a medical degree, and also works under Mayumi, currently working on completing her residency. She's soft-spoken, enjoys geocaching, and as if it should be any surprise at this point, she is also romanceable. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the current state of SunnySide. I realize there's some people who only keep up with this game via my videos on it, so once again, I apologize it's been so long since my last video, but if you want to try to stay up to date with the game outside of my videos, their Discord server is a fantastic place to do so. I'll have that, as well as their pre-order store and other socials linked in the description. I know some people are very anti-pre-order, and I can respect that, but all the pre-order sales are really helping the team keep moving at the pace they are, which is pretty impressive, until they can sign on with a publisher. And to answer the question I've been asked numerous times, no, I'm not getting paid a dime to make these videos. I'm in no way sponsored. I'm just really excited for this game and want to share it with you all. Thank you so much for watching, though. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you're eager to learn more about the world of SunnySide, because I have a lot more videos left with this game. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in the next video. My name's DoctorDDub, and until then, as always, take care.